It got cool, not cool, but I'm sure you guys are laughing if I say cool, but it's 60. It was 60 this morning. The sun feels great. It's a gorgeous day. And then anybody who's coming from up north, obviously, they think this is even more of a spectacular day, but you can tell the Floridians when they're covered up, you know, a little bit cold. I've got the big scoop on today. A big scoop. Yeah, listen to me. I've got the big coil on today. I've got the Extreme Anderson carbon fiber shaft. I love the Anderson shaft. I really want to try the Detect Dead shaft just to check it out. And I guess Steve's makes a good shaft as well. So I'd love to try a Steve shaft. Anybody that wants to send me something can send me something and I'll give it a true review. But yeah, let's turn on the headphones. I've got headphones on today. Uh-oh, they were on. So I don't know how long they're going to last. They were on when I just put them on. So yeah, let's see. Noise cancel. Here's my settings, guys. So people, when you ask me what my settings, my beach settings are, I know you haven't gone through my videos because just about every one of my videos I give my settings. So if you guys are just coming on now and you're just finding my channel now, do me a favor, binge watch my channel for, you know, for a day or two or whatever it takes to go through all my videos, and you'll see a lot of information, not just my beach settings. You'll see a lot of stuff that I give for information. So ground balance 0, volumes all the way up, hold the center button, turn up the low tones so that you can hear whether it's a bottle cap or not, or whether you're in an area with a lot of heavy iron collecting, and then that makes sense, slow down in the iron area. This is the threshold. You don't need a threshold. 5 tones. Accept reject doesn't matter because I run all metal always. Recovery speed is at 6. I've got the large coil on. Let's go 5 today. Heck with it. Oop, didn't want to do that. Hold the center button down. FE6 is usually what I run always. Let's turn it down 1. Let's go 5s today instead of 6s. That's it. Ready to go. And I'll turn you up, let you look. So my plan is to start at this upper high tide line. Tide's coming in, it'll be high at 2. Not that that matters because I had planned on staying dry for the most part. And everybody asks me whether I find more in the water or in the dry sand. And the answer is the water. But when I started getting good last Christmas, I was hunting only wet sand because it was so cold. Not last Christmas, the Christmas before last. So it was, it's so cold that you didn't want to get in the water. So I learned how to find stuff in the wet sand. So today's wet sand, there's not a really big hump right there. And then it looks like, see all these black lines? That just means it's like low and flat all the way out. So what I'll do is a W or a V or a U or whatever drunken stagger that I call it. And then I'm just gonna go all the way down to the other main beach with a drunken stagger. So that's why I put the big coil on today so that I could walk, keep my head up and enjoy the day. So yeah, if you guys hadn't hit that thumbs up, hit the thumbs up for me. That'll tell everybody else. It'll tell YouTube to tell everybody else that there's a good video going on. I see 3 out of the 20 people hit a thumbs up, so I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll try to keep the volumes all the way up in the headphones, and then whenever I come across something, I'll let you know. So I just pointed out this sand right here, right? This area right here to here. But you see the area right there to there? That's all a big hump. So that's all all sand. No need to go even close to the water unless you're going to go into the water up after that first drop off. So you're going to want to hunt these low areas, and there's going to be a lot of stuff collecting up towards that high tide line because there's such a little hump right there. And I'll give you my pattern here in a second. I'll show you. I'll look down here in a minute. So in front of these main beaches, I'll keep my up and downs a little tighter. It won't be quite a drunken stagger because there's so many more people at these main beaches than there is between the two main beaches, that the odds of a target being in this area are much better than down further. And then you're just trying to find collection areas. It's probably can slaw, but the sound is like doo 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 3 4. See how shallow that was? And what did I say that it probably was? So that's just the jewelry line. I've talked to you guys about the jewelry line where everything washes down to a certain spot and then just stays, the lights get recirculated right in this area. So it's like the shell line, the last weed line. That's the jewelry line where you're going to find a lot of little earrings. You're going to find your gold chains, your gold bracelets. And if I didn't want to get, I don't want to get wet, but I should definitely be in that last little area right there. And I might get in there. I don't know. We'll see if there's any heavies above that. I'm not liking the way this coil is sitting, guys. Hang on. Keeps popping up on me. I don't like that angle. There we go. Hey, somebody donated already. Awesome, guys. Who's that? Miss Alley Cat, you rock. And you know what? I checked out your channel the other day, and I noticed you didn't have any hashtags. If you went back and not did any other work but add the hashtags to all your videos, you've got a ton of videos and you've got great videos, so you need to just go back and add hashtags to everyone. You're allowed 500 hashtags. Put 498 hashtags in every one of your videos, and you're going to get so much more traffic. And even though you have over 1,000 subscribers, you really should go back and add the hashtags, and then you're going to see life in your channel. I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than people think it is just to, put up videos, right? So I record a ton of... Okay, let me stop for a second. I record a ton of time. So I'm at the beach 6-8 hours, and then I go home and I got to do a 4-hour edit. So watch. I've told you about me marking these negative spots. So there's a negative spot. I'll come back down here because I kind of forgot it. I was talking right here. See the -4, -5? It's grunting at me. So now you're just marking the heavy spots or spots with sound in it at all. And I'm coming all the way to the top. I'm coming all the way to the top. All right, I can't see. There we go. I'm coming all the way to the top. And you don't have to mark grunts at the top, just kind of remember them. So there's a lot of grunts, a lot of sounds. So if I was to predict that I'm going to find something, I would say that I'm going to find something of interest, I should say. And the reason I started at this beach versus the other beach is so that I could go south and keep the wind at my back. Because somebody said that my sound quality was horrible the last time I went live. And usually I plug my headphones in and then I'm talking from the speaker of my headphones at my neck. Here's a real light, weak sound. You could probably leave this. This is most likely can slough. But just for some information to begin with. Super light, super weak. Little piece of some sort of copper washer. So this black section being so wide that there could be something anywhere in this black section or darker section. Bottle cap. Let you guys look up here. And there's quite a few grunts at the top, actually. And I'm assuming those are a lot of bottle caps. What a day. Oh my goodness. So gorgeous. And if you knew 5 people just hunted this, you'd be so let down. So for me, when I get to a beach, I just assume nobody's hunted it. You know, nobody can hunt something completely out. So when I get there, I just keep my mentality so positive that it doesn't matter. You just gotta keep feeling like life is gonna treat you well. If you think life's gonna treat you like shit, guess what's gonna happen? And I'll just dig this first target just so we can see some action. It's a 2021. Any guesses why I don't dig 2021s, guys? And then tell each other how many targets would you dig for a ring? So would you dig 1,000 holes? Because I've dug well over 1,000 pennies. And I still haven't found anything gold in the 20s. And people tell me, oh, there's gold in the 20s, Derek. Well, listen, are you going to dig 1,000 holes for $200? And anybody that says, yeah, look, notice that I only dig 150 holes a day. So that's, 6 days of work. 6 days of work for $200. Are you going to do that? And then the time you save by not digging those 20s, you're moving on. You're covering more beach. So the odds of you finding a good 13, 14, you know, you guys should value your time, number one. Your time, number one. And I will say this last 2 weeks being on the road by myself has really (11, 12, 13 through 16). Pull tab. 4-8 with a grunt. Bottle cap. And then think how many times you got to scoop. 3 or 4 times per hole. This is so hard, guys. What's going on? This coil is a beast. Oh my goodness, is that a ring? No, it's not. Phew, I saw like the orange and I was thinking it might have been a ring. Pull tab. I can hear a chopper. You guys know I'm about to show you a chopper. Oh, it's way up there. It's just a little one. Sightseers. Oh, just got my foot wet. Somebody's definitely hunted this beach because very few targets of interest. You guys remember the video where I saw this girl throwing a football and she's throwing like perfect spirals? And I'm like, why can't I get me a redneck girl like that? And then I kind of stereotype redneck girls knowing how to throw. But she knows how to throw. There's a couple grunts that I'm not marking because I'm kind of traveling a little bit faster. And remember what I said about targets. If you're not hearing anything, move. There's targets somewhere else. And I say this a lot, guys. So if you have to stop and wait for a couple on the beach or somebody on the beach, or somebody walks in front of you and you have to walk around them, and then an hour later you find a gold ring or you find something that day, that person affected your life. They made you move your footsteps so that your footsteps were right on that gold ring. So everything in life is for a purpose. It's just so hard to find the purpose when it's painful.
anything?
I haven't yet. No, just got here. Just got here.
It's out in the water.
It is in the water. How do you know that?
I know.
You detect?
Yeah.
Do you have your cell phone on you? Do you have your cell phone on you?
What?
A cell phone on you?
No.
No cell phone? Enjoy. Have a good day. So he just told me the targets are in the water. Let's see if we can prove him wrong. And I'm just literally skipping, you know, a big section because people are throwing footballs, right? So they just changed my life. They don't know it. Uh-oh, look. Look. Looks like somebody dropped their scoop. And somebody was dragging this low line here. That's just an assumption. Some Journey in the background. I wish I could play some music for you. Isn't that just music to your ears? He's singing over there too. Guys, I just saw something on Facebook where there was a shark right up in the waves yesterday at Deerfield Beach. Like in between swimmers. It's crazy. I mean, I've seen big sharks between me and the shore as well, but I definitely see a drag mark. So I'm gonna go up in the white sand, see if there's any targets up in the white sand. Did you guys see that diamond ring? So I'm just coming up to the white sand, see if there's any targets in the white sand. None. Somebody hunted it. So quiet. And you wouldn't believe that I got back to St. Pete and then I got a message from one of the Cabana boys in Miami. And they said that somebody lost a ring right in front of the parking lot that I was staying at for the last 2 weeks. And it figures that I left and somebody needed my services that day. So you should definitely be down here. Derek, what's the water temperature? Oh, I saw it was 71 and a half. I saw it was like 75 in Miami, which doesn't make sense, guys. Unless the the Gulf Stream comes down as a warmer temperature, but wouldn't the Gulf Stream be like a colder temperature? I don't know why Miami would be warmer than the Gulf. And that's a good temperature because I'll be here for a few days and I'm going to definitely get in the water. Although Miami was absolutely jam-packed. The wind's out of the northeast, and it's cool, but it would be hot out if the wind wasn't out of the northeast right now. And I'm hearing no sounds at all. So there's definitely been people here. That's what happens when you call it Diamond Beach. Nothing, no. You saw me dig what, a penny? Thanks if you guys are just liking it for the scenery or listening to me ramble. Because they're seriously, it's not even grunting at me anymore. At least there's some decent scenery. I mean the birds. Another thing about the white sand is a lot of people just hunt the front main beaches. They don't go further down. So again, I come up a little bit further. I'll come up onto the white sand.
Find anything?
I haven't yet. I just pretty much got here. Thank you. That's what I needed right there. What a beautiful man that was. He had a beautiful smile. He looked like he's just in a good place. And then he wished me luck. What a great guy. Not much on the white sand either. So what we'll do is we'll go for a little bit more of a power walk. I'll start my U's instead of doing up and downs. I'll do some big U's. And then we're just here to metal detect and enjoy ourselves, and maybe we'll find something today. Pelican, about ready to dive. Do it. No. Must be hard findings today. There he goes. Beautiful. So low tide is 1:50, 2 o'clock. and there's like a one big high-low thing going on right now. Usually we have at least 2 tides. We've got like a 1 tide day or 2, 1 up, 1 down kind of deal. That is not good. I almost want to dig trash just so you guys can see me dig. So let's go up here to the high tide line. Check it out. Drinking game on the beach. Gotta love people that think that far ahead. Let's bring a table and some cups. Play some beer pong. What? Except you get the sand in your drinks, right? Seriously, I bet you guys thought I was actually going to dig something today. I probably wouldn't have brought you live today if I didn't know I was not going to find anything. If I knew I wasn't going to find anything. That smell, guys. They're spelling something out. That was pretty cool. First sound I've heard in a long time. I've literally walked from that building there, somewhere up there, all the way down to here, and dug what, 1 penny? I guess I'm preparing myself for my my East Coast trip. Daytona Bike Week's going on. Spring break goes on same time Daytona Bike Week, so I'll probably be in Daytona, but I want to see I dig Daytona anyway. So
what do you find then?
I haven't found anything today.
What do you usually find?
Last year I found 17 diamond rings,
Really?
47 gold rings.
What do you do with them? You take them to the pawn shop then?
If I can find the owner, I try to find the owner.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. You guys are live on YouTube right now.
Hi.
Derek. Metal detecting channel.
Metal detecting channel.
Yep. Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you. Where are you guys from?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I love that. No problems in Wisconsin. Michigan, a couple. Get out of here, guys. See you guys later. And that was actually a political joke for anybody that actually understands what went wrong with the election. And I've got a guy that comes on every day that tells me that he wants me to say that Biden won. And then I've heard comparisons about like the NFL when a play goes wrong, or the baseball now. They even have a review for the baseball that might take 3 minutes. They review a play for a sports game, but they can't review an election. And it's literally just making 80 million people compliant, because if you forgot about the election, you guys, something's wrong. And if you did vote for Biden, please let me know what you think he's done for our country. Because I'm choosing a trip out on the road. I want to spend the next year in a van, and my fill-up went from $40 to $55 in a month. So that's going to cost me an extra $30 a month. And then that's just to start, guys, because I don't buy milk, so I don't know how much milk's gone up. Sad. Maybe I should have just stayed at the other beach. Seriously, I haven't heard one sound. And I hear some grunts. Alright. Time to actually focus for a second so I can find you something. Off the main beach, and I'm hearing some sounds again. I know like 4 guys that hunt this beach, so I'm sure that there's like 30 guys that hunt this beach. I suppose I'll scroll through and say hi to everybody. $8.47. Hey, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Old Gringo. Arounds Lowtown. What's Arounds Lowtown? Arounds Lowtown. Who else do we have here? Old Dominion. What's going on? Oh, Sherry, it's donated a couple times. Thank you, Sherry. Savannah Harps. What's going on, Savannah? I actually haven't checked your channel out to see what's going on in Clearwater in that area. Tammy, Miss Tammy, how's it going? Ron Lord is on there. Derek going to the trade winds on Tuesday morning. David Flanagan, what's going on? Clint Fox, what's going on? David, again, let's go. David, thanks for commenting, man. Dan Anderson, how's it going, Dan? Roni, Manny, Big Lee's, what's going on? Tinks. And Lee, I actually responded to you and said, hey, I wish you'd binge watch my channels. Christine Cockerham, how's it going, Christine? Miss Christine. Greg, what's going on? I'm going to be in Satellite Beach next Sunday. So I'll be over there probably like Thursday. Because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to try to get a hold of Terry Shannon. The Detecting Show with Johnny. How's it going? Relics and Stackstones. Love you guys. Michael Stroud. DJ Sergeant Bravo. Alex in the house, guys. AR Detectorismo. And then Rebel Digger. That's it. I got to everybody. If you got a question... Oh, Miss Amy. I was wondering what was going on with you. I hadn't seen you in a while. I hope you got a real nice boyfriend taking care of you. And then Mr. Becker, how's it going, Carl? At the cheap stations, it's $3.59 in California. Yeah, my buddy Josh Henderson said there's a couple gas stations at $5 a gallon. I just can't even imagine. All right. Let's get something. I don't care if it's, any sound at all. Let's just dig something. All right, let's start walking on a more of a north-south or north to south motion here. So remember what I tell you about going to the same beach. If you go to the same beach, you can tell feature changes. So I came here because this is actually huntable. But if this has been like this for 2 weeks, somebody's already hunted this whole area. And I know people can't hunt it all, but it seems that somebody's hunted it all. And if you guys have been coming to this beach, put a smile on your face because you've done a pretty good job. Charles, Corey, Richard. Sensitivity is 20. No sounds. I know Ron Lord comes here too, but Ron doesn't spend too much time up on the beach. Oh my goodness, the sound. Oh, fingers it starts growing at me. Alright, so there's multiple low tones. More low tones. wind pattern's also important, especially with these droids. Wind's been coming out of the north for the last couple of days. The north wind piles stuff up on one side or the other, right? So getting crowded in front of me. That's the other main beach. So I've obviously picked up my pace heading down. I'm going to go up to that high tide line up there. She's like a step or two behind him. Hey, I gotta dig something. It's a 6. I'm up on the beach. Oh no. Ever happy to just see can slaw? Oh my goodness. Can slaw. Woohoo! What? Well, I'm pretty impressed that everybody's picked up the garbage too, you know, so next Sunday, guys, I'll be giving lessons on Satellite Beach. Robert and Larry. So I might go live from the beach. Depends whether they want me to or not. How's that wind? Is it really overwhelming? I mean, it's seriously blowing. I bet it's blowing 15 miles an hour out of the north. I heard something there. I'll go back to it. I got somebody coming. Another grunt there. Didn't even make a sound, but I'm picking it up just so it looks like I have something in my bag. All right, so we're kind of not in between. I'm leaning more towards the other main beach than I am at Archibald where I came in. You see all the people piling up. That's the La Cabrisa there. And then that's where I found a lot of rings in front of that one, yeah, whatever color that is, sand color hotel there. Oh, look at the people kind of flowing up off that hotel. So always come up onto the sand, check out the sand. See if there's any sounds up here. And the secret to the white sand is gritting the white sand off. I usually like to hear something first. That's a pretty cool setup. You could almost take a nap in that. That would be cool. All day beach. Nothing. No sounds, no bottle caps, nothing. Sometimes I gotta like check it with the scoop, make sure the machine's on. All right, I'm gonna change something up. FE3. Recovery 4. Try to go a little deeper. You're very welcome, Robert. Everybody needs a mind lab. So that's something you guys can talk about. What's the best machine, best all-around machine? So I'm throwing in all-around machine. What do you guys think the best all-around machine is? And for me, if you know what I'm using, you know what I say. The best machine ever made is this 800. It works best on small gold. It works best at the beach. You can use a 6-inch coil. It's a good relic hunting. It shoots gold, so it's got a gold feature on it. So if you're like a fish a gold bug or something, obviously there's some machines that are generated for specifically shooting gold. They're not good for the beach. Do you guys like Garrett or you like Mind Lab? Do you like the Nocta? Holy moly, I got a sound. It's a really loud 10. Uh-oh. Cancel off? I cannot see anything. Is that it right there? That is it. And pull tab. It's a good sounding 10 though. Like it. I got a target. And this place is seriously like a lot of fishermen here, so I haven't heard one sinker, nothing really. So you see that hole right there? You see how deep it actually goes? So there's 3 feet of sand above the main beach, the main targets. I haven't turned the upper camera on once. Oh, this guy's down here building a sandcastle too, so we'll have to go check him out. He said he's got like 30,000 followers on TikTok. I still haven't found him on TikTok. Imagine had the 11-inch coil on. A lot more sounds here. There's a lot more grunts going on. Notice I just tightened up the pattern a little bit. Negative. Who told me that? Somebody just told me. Sorry, I can't remember her name. Somebody just told me that gold is. Somebody's found gold at a negative number. I wouldn't dig this if there was a lot of targets. 14 through 18 with a -7 in there. And then you know it's going to be deep. Shake it back and forth to dig it in like a tunnel. Look, you could easily snap that handle. I could probably easily snap it. All negative. All -6. I used to snap wooden handles like every week. Still in there. Somebody asked me why I don't use the 15-inch coil as often. Because it's hard to pinpoint deep targets. Really. Always go in again if there's no sound. It's usually in the next scoop. $17 out of the hole. Sinker? Hey, I was just talking about a fish in town. Whoa, what? Oh my God, you ever happy to see a sinker? But you saw how deep that sinker was, right? So a gold ring's gonna be that deep easily. So you need to slow down. I just found those negative grunts, so I slowed down a little bit in this area, and then I did more of an up and down versus the stagger. And why I wear Crocs and socks, guys, is look, clean foot, clean Croc, done. All right, some more sounds. -4, -6. Something next to it. -4, -5. And guys, I'm running this without a skid plate. And I didn't know why they didn't call it like a coil cover until the last few days when I've been using the coil without the skid plate on it. I noticed that it digs in, the edges are sharp. So it digs in and it grabs. And then with the skid plate on it, obviously slides, skids. 2347. What a weird number. Thank you, whoever donated. I didn't see it go by. His last number I saw was 8. Now I'll show you where I'm at. I'm at the Luck Creek, so that's that sand over there. And then you can just tell when the beach starts packing up. This hotel did something right because all through the early parts of February last year, they were open. And everything else closed down. That hotel was always packed. Something strong back down this way. Not sure what it is, but something's drawing me back to the wet sea. Yeah, don't get frustrated with things that happen that bother you. They're supposed to bother you. You're supposed to get strong from them bothering you. Hey, I found a bottle opener. Look, somebody wants me to drink. Look, I'm getting messages. Derek, you need a beer. Go buy a 6-pack so you become more comical. Can you imagine me drunk, guys? I would definitely say what I feel, and if you know me, you know I pretty much have no inhibitions anyway. That's when the last little bit of filter shuts off. This is no wind because it's so soft nowadays that, oh man, I would offend some people. got a spot in my vision right now. So if I pass out, wouldn't that make for some interesting TV? Hey, another sound. A 1-2 started as a 3-4. 1-2-5. Anybody see anything? It moved. Anybody see anything? Holy moly, I found something today. It's like a kitchen sink screen, isn't it? Filter out all the dirt. Oh. Hey, didn't get shut out. It's a good sign though. You always got to start somewhere. Guys, have you ever been the best at something? Or one of the best at something that you've done? Do you remember, did it come to you like by laying on the couch? So whatever you do, you've got to work at it if you want to be one of the best at it. And I think the kids nowadays think that they're just like gifted, quality life later. Kids nowadays are just so lazy. So lazy. Going up on the white sand for a second. And I appreciate everybody that's watching this scenery. Found a bottle cap. Just so miserable looking. How are you riding a bike on the beach and not happy? Harry Hess in a while. Harry, miss you, buddy. Can't wait to get to Destin. See Brandon, Monster Protectors. Up to New York. Black J. Metal detecting. Look at somebody dragged this low spot already. Watching. So guys that just came in, you're not missing anything. I dug a penny. I did just take some sort of copper earring thing and a couple pieces of canned slaw. The beach is severely hunted, but we're just having a good day. We're at Madeira Beach in Pinellas County. It's just above Treasure Island, which is right there. And just below Reddington Beach, North Reddington Beach. No, Reddington Beach. A lot of low tones, like negative there, there. So whenever I come across a patch of low tones, I like to go at a different angle, especially with this larger coil.
Find anything good?
I haven't, no, not yet. You guys lose anything?
Not yet.
I'm not digging it. Pardon? Right? Slow your swing down too, because there's a lot of sound here. And when you have a lower recovery speed, when the recovery speed's down to 4 and 5, you definitely want to go a little slower. Oh, just starting out. Wind's picked up quite a bit. couple grunts. Couple more grunts. Oh my God, is that a quarter? Holy moly, you guys are actually, oh no, look. Shows I wasn't looking down. Amy, you rock. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys don't want to support my journeys financially, which I don't ask you to, but you do love the information that I give and the fun when I bring you along on stuff that's a little more fun than today, the thumbs up tells YouTube that people are interested in something, and then what they do is they recommend it. It gets recommended to other people with like interests. So they're like, hey, something good's going on over here. The more you comment, the better it is for me. So some people obviously don't have financial means to help me with my financial means, but man, all you have to do is hit subscribe, hit that like button, and I will appreciate you so much more. And if you're here today watching me, I appreciate you anyway, even if you don't like me. I've lost 10 pounds since I've been on the road. Marty V told me about the frickin' rotisserie chickens, and I love rotisserie chickens. And one whole rotisserie chicken is 1,250 calories. So you can eat a whole chicken by yourself, but for me, a chicken will last 2 days. But if you're trying to lose weight, you can just eat the one chicken all day long and you're in the 1,250 calorie range. That's actually low. If you're trying to lose weight and you're an adult male, you should be in the 1,800 calorie range. So if you're down to 1,200 calories, you're definitely going to lose weight, especially if you're combining it by doing what I'm doing, which, say I'm a half mile down the beach and I did up and down. So let's say that I've already walked a mile and a half. And then I've got to go back that half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. And I plan on walking until I find something. There's got to be something here at this beach. And it just gets harder, guys. This detecting becomes more popular. As it becomes more popular and the machines get smarter and cheaper, a friend of mine, Christian, he sent me a picture of, he found a giant silver ring and a 8-gram man's 14 carat band, and he's got an Ace 200, Ace 250. I don't know. It's a carat, and they're just about worthless on the beach. But it just shows that anybody can find anything with any machine. All you got to do is concentrate. And it's nice to find a gold ring that's worth more than your machine. And if you're trying to upgrade, 8 grams of 14 carats, a pretty nice upgrade. What is that, like $30 times 8? You're looking at $240. You just need 2 or 3 rings for you to upgrade to like a 600. And then that's an Equinox, right? And Garrett doesn't, they're going to have to come out with some machine that's competitive with the Equinox. If they put the Vanquish, what the heck's the name of the one they just came out with? Oh no, how do I not remember that? What the heck's the name of the one that Garrett just came out with? The Apex. Thank you. Old Dominion coming in quick. Yeah, if they put the Apex in a waterproof package, guys, they're actually going to have some competition for Mind Lab. You see the football being thrown by the older gentleman and probably his two sons. That's how rings come off in the white sand way up there. And the white sand is soft enough to where you'll never find your ring if you throw it off your hand. You'll scoop for half an hour and then never find it. We'll go check out those sand castles. See, that's the smile you would expect from somebody riding a bike down a beach. It's like God's country. All right, let's just go up onto the white sand for a second. Oh my God, it's a penny. All right, I'll dig another penny just because there's nothing here. And wouldn't it be great if I found my first any kind of gold with the 2021. You see how hard this thing is to pinpoint? We'll take it. Holy moly, look at the size of this hole up here, guys. Look at the size of this hole up here. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Look at this. That's 3 feet deep. Imagine running down the beach at night. Oh my goodness. Even walking down the beach, you a little step up before you break your neck. And guys, if you're a parent and you bring your kids to the beach, fill their holes in. And if that's you as a parent digging the hole, fill your own hole in. Three, four. Oh, you're not even watching. There you go, guys. That was my whole entire purpose for the entire day. And it was 3 inches down. So you're jogging down the beach, your kid's running down the beach barefooted. And I tell so many people that never let your kids run on the beach barefooted. And I know it's like a dream to feel the sand between your toes, but tell me about the doctor's visit. Just tell me about that doctor's visit. And if you can't see, let me turn around and show you all the rust. And oh yeah, by the way, you get a tetanus shot every 10 years, but if you had one 3 years ago and you get stepped on that, you need a tetanus shot. I usually get one every 3 years. 13. Is that it right there on the top? That is it on the top. No, it's not. What was that? 13 through 14. 11, 12, 13. Any guesses? Is it a nickel or is it a pull tab? Sounds over there too. $12, $13. I'm going with a nickel. What? Oh, and it's a green nickel. Deep green nickel. That's probably from way back when the storm was here. And there's something, bottle cap. Grunts. Oh, that is pretty cool. So I'm guessing maybe that hole is the pit where he digs his sand out of. Is that like a Star Wars figure? Oh, I see somebody squatting over here. What is that? That's pretty cool looking. What is that, like a Mayan, something Mayan or Indian, or is that some sort of Star Wars figure? Of course, I haven't seen the Star Wars from today. Pretty cool, this guy. He said he's got something on TikTok. It's really cool. Oh, they're praying to the temple? I'm not gonna dig into stuff. There's a penny right there. There's no jewelry over here like there is in Miami. Like every single person in Miami's got jewelry on their neck. Grunts, there's some low tones. I'm up on the beach. More low tones. All right, I'm gonna check for any questions, if anybody had any questions. Derek back at Diamond Beach. Yes, sir. What's up? SWFL. Dan. Pull tab into house. Pull tab. A freaky, rusty razor blade. Yes. Finders beepers. Corey, you probably could have told me you were here and already cleaned out the beach. Mr. Cobia, what's going on? Found his first 18 karat for the year. I'm going to be up there. You can show me your secret holes. I'll have to keep my camera down so that nobody sees your secret holes. And I can do that. The problem is when I have the camera on my head, what do? You're not going to look down the whole time. It's hard for me to keep my head down. I like to look up at people. All right, let's go down here and grid this beach off a little bit. I'll put you back down when I get a sound. Could be 20 minutes from now. But this was my purpose today. I went in at Archibald. I made it all the way down to this beach, which I parked at this beach and came out. My intention was to do exactly what I did, walk all the way down here. And I might just walk down to the pass. which you can clearly see somebody dragged a scoop along that mark. And I see 2 drag marks, so they probably went one way and then went another. That's Corey's pattern, AKA finders, beepers. $11.12 with a little grunt. I'm going with a pull tab. More towards a solid 9. 7, 8. $11.12 out of the hole. If you don't see it, it's 9 times out of 10 it's a pull tab. One of those. That's an actual pull tab. But that could have just been a gold ring. You know, so your whole day is like no targets all day, and then you hit a gold ring, change your day a little bit. And I truly don't get frustrated. And what I told you is, like, if I wasn't alive right now, I would have got back in the van about an hour ago, and I would have driven 2 miles, 3 miles south of here, 2 miles south of here, and then been at a totally different beach. You're looking for feature changes. And then I know that this feature change that I'm hunting is like hunted out. I will go up in the white sand here in a second. Up on the main beach in the white sand. Dan Anderson, I'll take an 8-9 small gold ring. I will take that. We'll go up where that easily could happen. I'm gonna go up in the white sand here at the main beach. Solid 5. A milk pull tab. So it's hard to do. So I gotta hold the phone. I gotta hold the phone with my left hand so I don't shake you guys right to death. That was a gum wrapper if you didn't notice. I'll let you see the main beach. So this is not crowded at all. It's not what I thought of at all. I figured this weekend being spring break was like packed. And this beach usually gets to where you can't walk, like you can't walk between people. Come on, solid 8. Solid 8. I just turned the recovery up to 5. There's a 1. I'm kicking it with my foot. A little piece of gum wrapper. (16 through 18) with a slight grunt, possibly Corona. Smirnoff. Wouldn't have guessed a Smirnoff. We should have a bottle guessing competition for like some of my targets. I found a bracelet that I want to give away. Found a necklace that I want to give away. I found another gold colored ring, that gold colored ring from yesterday's video. I'll leave that in case somebody just left it. So I'll have a night or something where I do some sort of guessing game, or I don't know how I'm going to do some sort of giveaway. My sensitivity's down to 18. Up here by the cabanas, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of trash, a lot of people. They leave these cabanas out here like this, and I don't know, if I was a young kid and I had a hot date, you might want to come out to a cabana at least. Getting sand in all the wrong places. Yeah, I gotta say that this is the most hunted out I've ever seen this beach. Come back down into the wet sand. Where is everybody? I guess it was kind of chilly this morning and nobody thought it was going to warm up so much.
Come on, buddy.
Guys, I saw this girl in the water in Miami, and in Miami there's like a 2-foot drop off right at the wave break line, and she couldn't get out. The wave knocked her over, and then every time she tried to stand back up, a wave knocked her over. I had to stop to make sure she could get out of the situation. She was giggling pretty hard, like she was drunk or something. But I don't know. I know people go out at night there, down there. I heard some girl ask me if I found a little silver pen looking thing. Because she had been skinny dipping the night before. Holy crap, a sound, guys. It's gonna be a pull tab. Solid 13 with a flash of 14. And it's shallow, so. A washer. Getting closer though. We'll keep that shape and that color. We'll keep that shape and that color. Is that Mo? Mo, man, I love you, man. You rock. I really appreciate you, brother. You don't even know. Well, you do know, I tell you.